Hey, so I just wanted to do a follow-up to the donation pile at the Samaritans next to the refuge. To anyone that don't know me, I'm writing a book about the aftermath of domestic violence because I genuinely believe when you're living in domestic violence, it's survival. You have to survive. It's in the moment, you've got no other choice. But in the aftermath, when you leave, you're left with all these ingrained red flags, these signals, these learned behaviours of reading a room, reading behaviour, which can lead you into a dark place and not trusting of anyone and not understanding certain situations, the silence of a room, and we're left with all this damage which we're not prepared for, and we don't know, and we can't link it back to our life in domestic violence because we try and run away from that memory as much as we can because it hurts us so much, whilst all the time it's sat within us anyway. So here is my part. We're in the refuge. I didn't pack a bag, of course I didn't, because we packed one over and over again. I was in domestic violence as a child. My mom finally left. I ended up homeless in a refuge, no clothes, and had to rely on the Samaritans building next door. And here is the after bit of going into the Samaritans and getting a few bits and what I faced. But I'm trying to explain how our minds will overanalyze straight away this this compulsive thinking and threats, and just bear with and let me know what you think. I had got a few bits to keep me going, and the time come when Mom had to go back to get our stuff from that place. Please, Mom, don't forget my Adidas poppers and white sports top. I loved that outfit, and it was the 90s, but that moment of being happy and excited, a normal yet not so normal teen, to get the clothes was soon marred with that sadness and fear again. That happy v sad battle of the mind at every corner of my life. This balance that I had no choice but to follow. Not too happy tea, stay in your lane. You know what comes with happy, a pull back to sad. As the fear on that night where we had all sat with her rocking and pulling her back from the brink. What if that happens to Mom? In fact, what if he has set up a trap? What if he can't stand the control she has gained in us having her all to ourselves and wants to take her away? But this time for good, to seek revenge, to have that last say and roll of the dice in the games he liked to play. Visuals taking place of the previous time she was under attack, leading to the fear of them coming back and telling me she's gone, overanalyzing her life with her no longer here. This is where it started, just like the running up the stairs in that basement, the built-in memories of the life you had led didn't just stay in our not-so-home. They were in my heart, in my soul, and I would carry them everywhere I would go. In times of worry and stress, this is my bar, this is my level, one of dread, no matter how old or whatever place I find myself in. One red flag set off, it would all begin. The adrenaline rushing over in that loop, on the edge, just me, this little girl, looking at the fear, feeling it deep in my heart, taking my voice and freezing me to the spot. Now this, when we go through these moments, or you're witness to a confrontation or just any horror movie, and or a flashback, a visual, just anything, an action, a roll of an eye, a trigger. This is what happens to us. It's not just a moment of fear. It takes us back to there. Because that's our level. That's the bar that was set for us, Most normal children growing up, they get spooked out by horror films, and that maybe we had it constant, so that's my theory, and that's how I sort of try and connect dots to my behaviors now to then, and also not be ashamed of being the way I am or thinking the way I am, because it's okay. Because you know what? Life wasn't that fair to me and put me in this situation, and it grew me up to be this way. And we shouldn't be scared. We shouldn't hide behind the shame, because there's too much shame when it comes to domestic violence, too much shame. And you know what? As women, like a lot of my followers are, it's fucking downright easy for us to speak up and out, because men, as we can see with Johnny Depp, they're not victims. You can see why they don't speak out if we struggle, So